I don't know about you guys, but it just seems like yesterday the college football season was kicking off at the end of August. But here we are, the regular season coming to a close more or less today. Your conference championship games a week from today. And then, of course, the never-ending bowl season kicking off just a couple of weeks from now. But it's been a hell of a season here for myself, for most of the handicappers here at the site. I've got 3 more free selections coming your way in football. 18-4 run with my football freebies, college and pro combined, over the past 4 weeks. And the 3 games I'm going to be breaking down here later in this video report. Going to take a look at the last game on the board, the one between Army and Hawaii, the big game in the Pac-12 between Arizona and Arizona State and Tempe, and that little game called the Iron Bowl when Auburn takes on Alabama. Hi everyone, Al DeMarco here, and this of course is going to be your Saturday video report. I hope you've had a great Thanksgiving Day weekend, and I hope it's been a prosperous and profitable one for you as well. Hey, listen, let's talk about a couple of the hot handicappers, and as I seemingly do every single time I've done a video report over the past 6 months, I'm going to start it off talking about Shawn Michaels because, darn it, he won again yesterday. And today he's going for winning day number 63 out of 93 with his 100-dime Pac-12 lock of the year, your Arizona State showdown. He is 13-2-1 with 100-dime max wager releases just in the past 3 weeks. And guys, that even includes a push that he and I both took when we had the Saints against San Fran a couple of Sundays ago. Even though we both won that game, we took it as a push for record-keeping purposes here at the site. He is 8-1 with college football side selection 100-dime releases so far this season. Most recent winner, Navy, a 2-point dog in overtime at San Jose State last Thursday night. And of course, this play is just as strong as the 100-dime college total of the year winner number 2 in a row you got yesterday for just $19 when he gave you the winner on SMU and Houston staying under by an easy 29 points. And keep in mind, he is 41-17 with 100-dime NFL releases the past 4+ seasons, including his teaser winner on Thanksgiving with the Cowboys and the Lions, and this play is just as strong as all of them. Now, Shawn Michaels is not an everyday handicapper, as you know. He only releases plays when he's personally playing them himself, but over the past 6 weeks, or 6 months, I should say, he has had 94 total plays. He has gone 62, 30, and 2. 62 wins, 30 losses, and 2 pushes with those 94 plays, making a $10 better, a little over $21,000. So that's what he's got going today. Another guy I want to quickly talk about is Scott Delaney. Biggest release of the entire football season is 100-dime football winner number 4 in a row. San Diego State and UNLV. That's another game, late game, going at 10:30 Eastern time. Listen, he has had just one other 100-dime college football play this entire season, and that was last Saturday when he took Nebraska in a pick'em situation and they won at Penn State. He's had 2 NFL 100-dime releases this season and won them both. The Ravens over the Jets last Sunday, and 2 Sundays ago, Seattle absolutely beating up Minnesota. Going for winning day number 16 out of 23 overall. $10 bettors have won a little over $4,500 the past 22 days. And here's the deal with these 100-dime plays. In terms of Scott, in all sports combined over the past 2.5 years, he is on a 35-19-1 run with those 100-dime max wager releases. This is his 4th in the football season. He's won the first 3. Hey guys, you want to save money today? You know every single Saturday, I've been doing this for the past 2 years. I offer you the opportunity to save potentially hundreds of dollars off your total purchase today, and today it's no different. You can save 22% off your total purchase price simply by using coupon code 22%, 22%, It's that easy, guys. No space between 22 and the word percent. You use that coupon code today at checkout and you will save 22% off your total purchase price. And the great thing about this coupon, it's a mix and match coupon. So that means if you want to buy Shawn Michaels' big play, you want to buy a 1-month package to Scott Delaney, you can do whatever you want. Just one stipulation. You have to make your total purchase and everything in your shopping cart at one time. You can't come in and get Shawn Michaels now and 3 hours later come in and get Scott Delaney. It's a one-time usage coupon. But the savings add up. And the reason I do it every single Saturday is, as I've told you before, about 80 to 85% of the customers here at the site are involved with various handicappers and long-term packages. This gives you a nice stable date every Saturday if you need to, that you can count on this type of money-saving discount coupon to maximize your savings. Plus, remember, if you have an instant rebate, it's applicable as well. If you want to extend service with a particular handicapper, you can use it as well. 22% off your total purchase simply by using coupon code 22%. And as always, guys, if you ever have any questions, that's why I've got customer service on duty. Just email them and they'll get back to you within 5 minutes. Now, let's talk about Brad Wilton. $10 bettors have only won $9,410 following his advice since July. Not a bad take, I'd say. And today, 60-dime winner, number 35 out of 50. His Big Ten total of the year, it's an early game, noon Eastern time kickoff, Minnesota and Michigan State. And guys, here's the deal. You can save $75 on the purchase price simply by using coupon code BRAD75. You got a 60-dime winner on the lines and the Packers going over on Thanksgiving Day for just $9. You got a 60-dime winner last Friday, Navy and San Jose State going over by 147 points. And you got that one for $9.95. You got his 60-dime winner on UAB and Rice going over last Thursday for $5. This play is just as strong as all of them from Brad Wilton. And also today, $5 play of the day, turning to Brett Atkins, second biggest college football release of the season. 75-dime winner, number 2 in a row, is Mountain West total of the year. Again on that late game, San Diego State and UNLV. 75-dime winner, number 1, about 10 days ago. Northern Illinois, a 2-point road favorite, winning by 18 at Toledo. This play is strong, and it's 3 times bigger than his 25-dime Mountain West total of the year winner yesterday with Fresno State and San Jose State. Wasn't that one over by going over the total after the end of the first quarter? What a game that was. Use coupon code BRETT5, B-R-E-T-T, and the number 5 to get that play for $5. Brett has made $10 bettors, a little over $2,500 the past 15 days. And of course, remember, guys, before I get to your free picks here, fantasy football, season's winding down. If you haven't played yet, or if you played before, why not play again? It's a $1,000 free roll, thanks to DraftStreak.com, who we've run the Fantasy Football League contests here at the site in conjunction with them for the past 3 years. $1,000 in total prize money, top 100 finish in the money. It's free to enter. First place worth $100. Click on the ads here at the site to play fantasy football this week in the pros. Okay, first game, and I'm going to do these in reverse chronological order. I'm going to take a look at the Army-Hawaii contest, and this is what I call my annual Beaches, Blondes, and Bikini game, and you'll understand why in just a moment. Hawaii is a 6.5-point favorite in this one. The Rainbows, well, they're 0-11 on the season, okay? One of 3 winless teams. Tonight, however, I think they get off the schneid and they get the win. They should have won last week, but lost 59-56 in overtime at Wyoming. But here's the deal. You know, they have played competitive ball at home. It's not like they haven't seen an option attack again, like Army's, because they just faced Navy a couple of weeks ago on the road and were competitive in a 42-28 loss in Annapolis. As for Army, they have lost 3 in a row since beating a nobody Eastern Michigan, okay? That's one of their 3 wins this season. Their last road loss, they lost 42-28 at Air Force, and Air Force is pathetic this year, okay? Before that, they got hammered by Temple, 33-14. Before that, by Boston College, 48-27, okay? Now, here's the deal. Army hasn't played since November 9th, okay? And as you know, the big game for Army, oh, it's that game 2 weeks from now against that little service academy called Navy. So you've got a bunch of 17 to 22-year-old kids. They've had another bad season. They're in the service academy. They've got their big game against Navy coming up. They're coming off a double bye. They've got a bye coming up. And oh, FYI, guys, we're sending you to Honolulu to play Hawaii. Is your mind on football or beaches, blondes, and bikinis? I'll even throw in brunettes there to make it a grand slam. I will take Hawaii minus the 6.5 to 7 points in this contest. Your next game, Arizona and Arizona State. Listen, I know the history of this particular series. I know that the road team has won 4 in a row in the series. In fact, you know the road team is 16-4-1 against the spread in the last 21 meetings between these two teams. But here's the deal. This game means so much for Todd Graham's Sun Devils because, you know, they've already clinched the Pac-12 South Championship with the win against UCLA last week. But they win today. They will host the Pac-12 Championship game against Stanford, a team they lost to earlier this season, next week in Tempe. So that's how crucial this game is. I know everybody is all hepped up about Arizona because Arizona pulled off the big upset and just throttled Oregon last week at home. But remember, this is a team that is an 11-point favorite 7 days earlier, lost outright to a bad Washington State team 24-17 in Tucson. Don't get that excited about Arizona's win over Oregon. As we've seen with the Ducks, they have totally collapsed going forward from that Stanford loss and have not played well. Hell, they were lucky to win yesterday in the Civil War against Oregon State, needing a touchdown pass with 12 seconds to go to win it, okay? Now, in Arizona's 4 road conference games this year, granted, they are 2-2 straight up. But look what the defense, or lack of the defense, has cost them. They gave up 28 points at Cal, and Cal isn't very good. They gave up 20 points at Colorado, okay? They won those 2 games. But then they gave up 30 points to USC and 31 at Washington in losses. And this Arizona State team can certainly put points on the board. Their deceptive final score last week, 38-33 at UCLA. Remember, they were up big in that game before the Bruins came back. And for Arizona State, this is a rare home game here of late because they played 3 of their last 4 games on the road. They come in here with a 6-game winning streak. They've scored 28 points or more in all but 1 game this entire season. 5 times they've scored over 50 points. I mean, they beat Wisconsin at home. They hammered USC at home. They hammered Colorado at home. They hammered Washington at home. They beat up Oregon State, which was on a big winning streak at home. I'm going to go with Arizona State in this one, and I'm going to buck the trends, and I'm going to lay the 11.5 to 12 points in this one. And then the final free pick, guys, I'm sorry, and I have backed Auburn certainly more than enough this season. I think Gus Malzahn is definitely Coach of the Year for what he did, taking over a team that Gene Chizik left him with the same talent, installing the new system, a new quarterback, and suddenly has produced a 1-loss season. But Alabama's here and Auburn's here, okay? I mean, I know it's a big number, 10.5 points, but in reality, if you were to handicap these teams and forget about the line and make your own line, isn't Alabama 17 points better? Even though it's on the road, defense wins games. That's the bottom line. In Auburn, you got to run the ball to be successful because Nick Marshall is rarely going to beat you through the air. And this run defense of Alabama has given up 91.3 yards in the last, and that comes actually, that's about 3 yards a carry, actually, okay? That's what they have done for the season. 91.3 yards a game, under 4 yards a carry. And A.J. McCarron, guys, you know, he doesn't get the hype, he doesn't get the press, but he just wins, and that's all that matters. Obviously, the winner, so much at stake because they advanced the SEC title game. You know, Auburn has covered 8 in a row, okay? But the Bama defense has allowed just 50 points the past 9 games. And everybody will say, yeah, but Alabama really gave up a lot of points against Texas A&M this season. Yeah, but they won that game, and A&M had Johnny Manziel. Nick Marshall is no Johnny Manziel. We know Auburn's defense is just so-so. We know McCarron gets outstanding pass protection. In fact, Alabama's given up just 2 sacks in the last 7 games. So I would go ahead and lay the 10.5 with Alabama. But let me offer you a twist. I look at Alabama and I look at Arizona State and I look at 2 games that are just begging to be put in the teaser. 6-point or 7-point teaser? Well, in this particular case, I don't think it matters a hell of a lot because let's say Arizona State I think is going to probably go to 12 at most books by game time. 6-point, 7-point teaser, not going to make a hell of a lot of difference. Not going to make a heck of a lot of difference when Alabama is 10.5 either. If Alabama was 10, I'd say play it in a 7-pointer. But in a standard 6-point teaser, all I'm asking Alabama to do is cover a 4.5-point spread on the road against Auburn. I think they will because I like them to win straight up anyway, so what the hell. And then I'm asking Arizona State, taking them minus 12 down to minus 6 to win that game by a touchdown at home. So there's your teaser possibility as well. Again, I've won 18 of my last 22 free picks in football. I've won 7 of my last 9 football premium plays after cashing in with Houston in the shutout over SMU yesterday. So I'm kind of on a roll in football. You might want to heed some advice. Hey, that'll do it, guys. Best of luck to you all, and I will catch you again on Sunday morning when we do this once more.